I heard Jason Cundy, who is not a Neymar fan at all, thinks he's massively overrated, comparing him to a few players. Or he was asked by Gabriel Bonlahor, where he would rank. And we started to think, didn't we, about the Neymar line. So where does he sit?
Well, you're stealing my thunder, actually, because you were rolling out of bed just when me and producer Ollie were having this conversation. So let me introduce this, actually, Ollie. The Neymar line is essentially a trademarked phrase by producer Ollie, which is essentially Neymar is the line, are players above the Neymar line or below the Neymar line. For example, I believe, like Jason Cundy, not necessarily as passionately, because as we know, Cundy likes an extreme, right? But I think Eden Hazard is definitely above the Neymar line.
I do.
I think at his peak, Eden Hazard was one of the best players on the planet at the time. Didn't last as long as it probably should have done. Real Madrid didn't turn out to be what it was meant to be. But I think he's above the Neymar line.
Okay, so who's below the Neymar line?
Heung-min Son, for example, is an easy one to be. Okay, he's definitely below the Neymar line.
I think he's way below.
I'd accept that. He played for Spurs.
Yeah.
So I think this is a better one, and for people like us born in the 90s, Robert Pires.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Because for me, there's that nostalgia. I remember watching Robert Pires and being absolutely mesmerised by him.
World Cup winner, by the way.
World Cup winner, yes. Didn't win a Champions League, I don't believe.
I think I'd have Neymar above him, though.
See, I'd have Pires above Neymar.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Physicality, I think he's more of an athlete. Yes, Neymar was unbelievably technically gifted, beating players, but I just prefer Robert Pires.
This is the beauty of the Neymar line, though, isn't it? It is the beauty of the Neymar line. But just for me, I just... What a talent he was, and the way that he could move with the ball, the way that it stuck to his feet. I just think he's one of the best footballers I've ever seen in terms of one to watch. Just
Thierry
to watch.
Henry.
He's above Neymar.
He's definitely
above Neymar. I want to get a tricky... Gareth Bale. Where's he on the Neymar line?
To watch, entertainment value, and look, they both played for unbelievable sides. I'm saying Gareth Bale. I think Gareth Bale in his peak was better than Neymar in his peak. He's above the Neymar line. No, I don't hate him. I don't hate him, but in that team, I much preferred, obviously Messi, much prefers Suarez. I went to a Barcelona game. They beat Getafe, I think it was, 6-1. And I got a Messi hat-trick. 2 from Suarez, 1 from Neymar. Suarez over.
You might as well just never... And then you have to go back to watch Forest.
Yeah, Forest in the Championship at the time.
So
for me, is Bale below the Neymar line for you?
No, he's above it. And actually, I sometimes think Bale gets underrated.
Yeah,
massively.
He does.
Do you know what? I always feel sorry for Bale because he scored that unbelievable overhead kick in the Champions League final.
And that Copa del Rey one, where he ran into the dugout and back out.
Exactly. But go back to the overhead kick. He scored that. But everyone remembers that final for Karius.
Yes.
And I just feel for him. So he scored one of the best goals in Champions League history in a final. And no one really talks about it. They just talk about the fact that Karius threw some into his own net. Newcastle legend, of course, Loris Karius, played about 3 games. One of them was a cup final. Very weird. Let's do some more. Ousmane Dembele, Ballon d'Or winner.
Okay, look, Ballon d'Or winner, back-to-back European Cup winner. But I would say... he's below the Neymar line.
Why is he below the Neymar? That's surprising. I thought he'd be above the Neymar line.
His recent record, you can get into that recency bias, but I don't think, for example, compared to Gareth Bale and Neymar, I don't think Dembele's got that wow factor. That's what I would say. And look, he's won a Ballon d'Or.
That's what Neymar is. It's the wow factor. And that's why there would be a lot of names on this list. So, for example, Ryan Giggs. Now, I think you're going to put him above the Neymar line. And you think about what he achieved, and it's unbelievable. But when you really think about it, if you were paying for a ticket for a game, who would you rather go and see?
Neymar. Yeah, I get that.
You would.
No, it's a good point.
You would.
But I just think I'd rather have Ryan Giggs in my team. If I was a manager, I'd want Ryan Giggs. What about, this is a great one, because I think he's underappreciated.
Mate, we could do this for that. I love this game.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, what a great idea by me. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
No.
Above.
This is the one I think because he's not Brazilian or because he's not Spanish, he doesn't necessarily have that vavavoom. So I think he's been underrated. Arjen Robben.
Oh, good. That's good. Because for me, he's up there as one that you pay for a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, watching him cutting in.
And did it for Chelsea, did it for Bayern, and you look at Neymar, he's only done it for Barca. And look, that's still no mean feat, the pressure, etc. But he did it in a generational team.
Yeah.
And I kind of think sometimes that's a lazy excuse to criticise a player. He won so much. But I would say Arjen Robben is above the Neymar line.
I think he is just, yeah. I think it's that point you made about doing it for Chelsea and Bayern. And I think, you look at that kind of drop-off that Neymar had. A bit earlier, Max and I, we were talking about Neymar, and our producer Ollie's come up with a fantastic idea, the Neymar line. So, for example, Eden Hazard is above the Neymar line, but we were arguing that Son Heung-min is below the Neymar line. Tim Cahill, where would he be on that Neymar line?
Oh, goodness me. I mean, he is Australia's all-time top scorer in both World Cups and in men's football. So I think that he would be above in terms of return on investment, but maybe not in terms of profile. Although he is becoming very famous and influential, Tim Cahill. If we're ever going to have a president of FIFA as an Australian, Tim's our guy. So you know what?
He's doing a better job than that fraud Infantino.
He's rising towards the line, even if he hasn't gone over it just yet. That's what I will say.
Is he above the Neymar line for you?
No, he's not, is he?
He can't be. He can't be.
As a bloke,
yeah.
He's above the line. Yeah. But not as a player.
Let's continue with the Neymar line. I'm enjoying it so much.
Right,
so I want to do a few more players. Who did we get to? We got to Arjen Robben, didn't we? Did we do BUKAYO Saka? I don't think we did. BUKAYO Saka. England's BUKAYO Saka. Where is he?
BUKAYO Saka is below the Neymar line. And I know, there may be some inconsistency here because I'm saying that the German Arjen Robben is above him, or that Gareth Bale. But no, I mean Gareth Bale is a better player than BUKAYO Saka. I don't think that's controversial right now.
No.
But I would say BUKAYO Saka is below the Neymar line, particularly considering.
Is that recency bias though? Because he has had a bit of a poor season with Arsenal. Are we forgetting just how good he can be? Not just for Arsenal, by the way, but for England.
Yeah, no, he comes up clutch for England, doesn't he?
I don't think Saka gets enough praise for the holes he dug England out of in Euro 2024.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. I think Raheem Sterling's another player that's hugely underappreciated for England.
Where is he on the Neymar line? Where is Raheem Sterling on the Neymar line? That's tricky. That is tricky.
That's solid, mate. Because
is he exactly on the line? Is he
maybe
just as good?
It's the Raheem Neymar line.
the Neymar Sterling line.
Would you have him above?
He achieved a lot. He achieved
multiple different clubs.
Multiple different clubs.
And
the thing is, obviously his career it has tailed off a bit.
But so is Neymar's.
True.
I'm going to say Raheem Sterling is above the Neymar line and BUKAYO Saka's below it.
So you're saying Sterling? Sterling above Saka as well.
What about you?
I'm going to go that Sterling's below the Neymar line, and I'm going back to that argument of if I was paying for a ticket, I'd rather watch Neymar. I would. I'd rather watch Neymar. I don't. Whereas with Gareth Bale, I actually would probably, even though it's not the same flicks and tricks and ball stuck to his feet, etc. What a player to watch, Gareth Bale was.
That
oh my word!
Value, incredible.
Yeah, the goals he would score, shots from range. So it's a different viewing experience. But I would rather watch Gareth Bale. I think. Whereas Sterling, I'm watching Neymar, man. I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's maybe a bit controversial, but I'm thinking of a player right now that plays in the top 5 European leagues that I think is very similar to Neymar at the minute.
Okay.
Who do you think that is? And I'm putting you on the spot.
Lamine Yamal?
Lamine Yamal. I wasn't thinking of him, but that's probably better. Is Lamine Yamal above or below the Neymar line?
I tell you what, let's do that after the break. We need to have a think about that one because we've already had the controversy of Sterling taking it and it potentially becoming the Neymar Sterling line.
talkSPORT presents the S Word. Listen again and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and on the S Word YouTube channel.